Welcome to Sissygram Spicy Story channel. If you like my voice, then hit the like button and do subscribe our channel for regular updates. Today I come up with whole new content of story. So, now let's start the story. I sat motionless, lost in thought. You might wonder why. My wife, Jane, had just asked me to be a cuckold for a week. My name's Mike, and honestly, I already knew why she brought it up. But I was holding on to the hope that she wasn't serious. I had to take a moment to compose myself, trying to stay calm. Let me explain. I'm no stranger to making dumb decisions, and I've long embraced the title of idiot with a weird sense of pride. This whole situation began about a week ago at my sister Sarah's barbecue. There were around 15 couples. The drinks were flowing freely, and everyone was enjoying the food, laughter, and good company. At one point, someone shouted, "Let's play truth or dare." Sarah, our host, kicked things off by daring her husband, Tim, to massage Anna's feet. Anna's husband, Sam, laughed it off, joking about her rough feet, and Maxim reluctantly obliged. But then, Sarah asked Anna how cuckolding was going. A handful of the husbands, myself included, froze, feeling like someone had dropped a bombshell right in the middle of the party. Sam, to my astonishment, answered without hesitation, casually stating that Anna had 3 lovers and was on the lookout for more. My head was spinning. I wanted to grab Sam by the shoulders, shake him, and yell, "What's wrong with you?" But I kept quiet, aware of Jane's icy glare warning me to behave. I grabbed another beer instead, thinking, where's Captain Morgan when you need him? Sam went on, describing how exciting it was to see Anna with other men. I couldn't take it anymore and excused myself, heading to the bathroom to cool off. Inside, I had a quiet meltdown, muttering to myself about how insane this all was. 20 minutes later, I finally emerged, only to find Sarah waiting for me with her hands on her hips, looking annoyed. "What's up, sis?" I asked. She immediately launched into a lecture about how I'd been mean. Bewildered, I defended myself, pointing out that I hadn't even said a word. Sarah explained that Sam allowing Anna to have lovers was an act of love, and that it was strengthening their marriage. I couldn't hold back and sarcastically asked how sleeping with other men could possibly make a couple stronger. Sarah gave me one of those "you just don't get it" looks, as if I were clueless because of my age. She urged me to open my mind. I turned the tables and asked if her husband, Maxim, was open to the same arrangement. She dodged the question, saying she hadn't asked him yet, but wanted Sam to pitch the idea to the men first. At that point, ID had enough. I told Sarah that if Maxim agreed to this nonsense, I'd happily watch her kids while she went manhunting. But I would never leave her alone with my wife again. I left her standing there, dumbfounded, and went back to the barbecue. The other guys were hanging out by the grill. And as soon as I joined them, Maxim asked for my opinion on the whole thing. I told him straight up, if Jane ever tries that, I'll be out the door faster than you can blink. I won't tolerate cheating, not even a hint of it. My bluntness silenced the group for a moment, but Jane overheard and quickly said it was time for us to leave. On the drive home, Jane started defending the lifestyle, saying, "You shouldn't judge something until you try it." I debated whether to start an argument, but decided to stay quiet for the sake of avoiding drama. That night, Jane kept talking about Sam, and it took all my restraint not to snap and tell her she could marry him if she liked him so much. When we got home, she got flirty. and I thought maybe this conversation was behind us. Over the next week, Jane showered me with affection and intimacy. But on the 8th day, she finally dropped the question. "Mike, can we talk about something without you getting mad?" She asked cautiously. I told her we could talk about anything after the week we just had. She hesitated, but finally said, "If you really love me, you'd consider being a cuckold for a week." I froze. She looked at me with those big puppy dog eyes, trying to melt my resistance. "Jane," I began, "I love you with all my heart. But the answer is hell no. If you ever ask me something like that again, I'll pack my bags and move to Canada." Then I left the house and headed to Angel's, my favorite sports bar, where I nursed my frustration with a few drinks. Later, Sam and Maxon showed up and sat on either side of me. Sam, looking exasperated, said, "Mike, you almost ruined the barbecue." "We've been planning this for weeks." I gave him a confused look, so Maxon explained. He revealed that he and Sam had been secretly recording Anna with her lovers to gather evidence for a divorce. Sam admitted he'd only gone along with the situation on his lawyer's advice. Apparently, in Texas, infidelity still matters in court. At that moment, I thought Sam was a genius. Anna had no idea she was being set up, and as of the evening, she'd been served with divorce papers and an eviction notice. Sam explained he'd intentionally let her keep the house and car, knowing both were financial disasters, and he'd moved his money into an offshore account. When I got home around 3 a.m., I passed out in the flower bed. Jane found me there and was understandably furious. After some bickering, she asked if Anna could stay with us for a while, since she had nowhere else to go. I reluctantly agreed, but Anna didn't last long. One night, she drunkenly asked Jane if she could sleep with me just for one night. That was the final straw. Jane exploded, threw Anna out of the house, and swore she'd never let her back in. Looking back, it's fascinating how women can sometimes tolerate sharing their man with others, but they draw the line when someone crosses into their own territory. What's your take on all this? This is where the story wraps up. Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more stories like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you soon. See you next time.